looking at me, isn't he? He's always looking at me, this little dog. So, hello. Well, today I'd like to take some old photos that I found. Well, they're way back from the 80s. This was a group of friends of mine that I had who I very much liked, very much so. That's what we used to do in the old days, is play stuck to these fruit machines the whole time, these games, these console games. And as you can see, there was always somebody playing a fruit machine or console game or something, and it became obsessive in actual fact, much to the point, I think, where it's possible that I think our fingers were actually stuck to the knobs that we were actually playing on. Most peculiar. Obviously, this was in a bar, where else? These were good friends of mine. I won't mention any names because, well, apart from the fact that obviously these two were a couple, and obviously you could see there was a huge amount of alcohol consumed, and obviously this couple I think they might have consummated the relationship that night, actually. I'm joking. So there he is again, stuck to the fruit machine. You couldn't stop it. So that's my old dad in the kitchen of my old house, wearing a very trendy jumper and trying very much hard to... What are you talking about, then? What are you talking about? You're a funny little dog. And my dad's trying to obviously look like Roger Moore there, or some sort of actor. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not really sure what that is. That's out of focus. It's what it is. That was my mother's old car. She used to have this beautiful convertible Carmen Ghia Volkswagen Golf. Well, it was... You could drop the hood on it. You could bring this thing down. It was quite something. This was my uncle's house, a very wealthy man. In fact, that was taken at my uncle's house as well when we were visiting. And again, there's my uncle's house, another one. So this is me with one of my balls. I only ever had the one ball, which is why my voice is so high. But that's me as a kid on Broadstairs Beach in Herne Bay. That's my dear old grandma in her backyard. She was a lovely woman. That's my dad with what looks like my other ball. I mean, that's probably why I only had one, because my dad had got the other. That's my grand's bungalow in 266 Reculver Road, Beltinge, in Kent. And that's my dad standing in said 266 back garden as a young man. I don't know where that is. I think that might have been the Miramar Hotel down the Beltinge Road. That's my old cat. His name was Charlie, and he used to sleep on the boiler, because obviously the boiler is the best place in the house to be. It's warm, it's cosy. That's my old dog Spiky, who used to love to swim. And that's my little dog Spiky, who used to like cake. And that's my cat, bless her, Lola, who died, unfortunately, very, very young. But I miss that little sweetie every day. She actually didn't make old bones. In fact, I think she probably died only a few days after that photo was taken. This is my uncle's house again. It was a very pretty and attractive property. That's my uncle's house, and with my Lupo car park there. That is Sam, I think, actually. Sam. I think Sam. I won't show you that one. That's a waterfall. That's a waterfall. That's good. So we're repeating ourselves a little bit here. So I'll move on. I'll kind of get it through. So where are we here? Two great friends of mine that I've known for years, and the chap on the left, I'm still in touch with him. Although he doesn't look like that anymore, bless him. He's sort of 40 years have passed. Here they are again, the lecherous pair, sharing tongues with each other. And there they are again, trapped on that fruit machine. I just can't understand what the attraction was, to be honest with you. This was me when I was a kid, an ugly-looking little sod, I admit. I couldn't do anything about that. Even a lot of hairstylists couldn't make good from that. That's my great-great-grandmother, or no, great-great-great-great-grandmother, Dolly Peel, who was a smuggler. She used to smuggle shit, and basically she was very successful at it. And henceforth, That's my mum with my dog Susie. Well, Susie was a little Aberdeen Terrier, beautiful girl. Her real name was Chemcorked Balmoral Lady. She was a pedigree. And a sweetest little dog. That's me in wearing a really stylish jacket at the time in the 1980s. I don't know where I am there. I'm probably in the Exmoor or something like that. That was my first car. Again, it's at my uncle's house. I don't know why we're always at my uncle's house, but that was a Ford Fiesta, a lovely vehicle. That is my cat, Charlie. Charlie was very funny. Charlie always looked shocked. Charlie always looked like he had a finger up his bottom. Whenever he looked at you, there's definite disturbance in the creature. I don't know why he was so uptight, but he was, unfortunately. That's me and my dad standing next to one of my many Ford Capris. And as you can see, I'm doing a brilliant impersonation there of Terry McCann from Minder. To match the Capri sort of thing. It has to be done. That's me with a bloody great hangover in Scotland, one thing. One Hogmanay was. And that's me with my mum on the same said Hogmanay. That's me with a girl that I really fancied. She was the waitress. This ginger lass was a waitress, and she was lovely. I fancied her to bits, but sadly, she fancied my dad. So what can you do? That's my dad in Cairngorm. When we used to go up, he's doing a Noddy impression because obviously Big Ears was out of town at the time. So there he is, sat on the crags of Cairngorm, and that's me up the Cairngorm, up the Cairngorm without a paddle. In actual fact, I think you'll find. That's my dad again, and up the Cairns, and that's my little Susie, the Chemcorked Balmoral Lady, and the old car we had, the Volvo. That's the chairlift that we used to come down the Cairngorm on, except it stopped one day, and we were stuck up there, which was bizarre, for about an hour before we nearly froze to death. They released us and let us down. That's a Scotsman wearing a kilt. That chap is called Ken Ritchie. He actually was the caretaker of where our dog came from. I won't do that one. That's my last wedding at the registry office. Actually, I fancied this girl. I should have actually married her. She was much prettier as well than my ex-wife. And well, there you go. You live and learn. That's me fishing. You can see I've been a DPM junkie for years because I was wearing that. I was probably about, I don't know, I wasn't very old then, probably not even in double figures. Fishing. I'm holding a fishing pole. And that again is me. Or is it? I don't know. That could have been my twin sister. I don't know. We both looked alike. I'm joking. I don't. That was me when I had long hair. I don't know where I was going with that. Sort of Ozzy Osbourne. I think I'd played too much Black Sabbath sort of thing. That was me. There's me again with the DPM. That was when I was a little kid. There I am trying to get the hook out of my fingertip that probably casted the thing, caught it in the willow trees, and then caught it in my fingertips, as it were. That's my little dog Susie again. Bless her, she's long gone. She's buried in the back of my uncle's house, actually. Everything seemed to have been at my uncle's house for some reason. That's me and my dad. I loved my dad. He was a great bloke. That's my dad's mum. That's my gran. That's my gran. She was a lovely woman. She always had a feast going on. See the feast. She always had cakes and everything was there. She was a very generous lady, although she hadn't got bugger all money. There's me again trying to get the hook out of probably my genitals this time. I don't know what I'm looking down there for. There's me again, probably with the hook jammed up my nose or something. That's me again, still wearing DPM. I used to sleep in that jacket, in actual fact. That's my dad, a lovely chap, as I said. That's my dad's car, well, one of his early ones. He had UCF 685S. It was a lovely car. I think it was, yes. Yeah, I've got the number right. God, how do I remember this rubbish? That's me learning to drive, obviously, because that's the learner thing, and that's my mum next to me with a thing like that. Again, we're at my uncle's for some reason. I don't know why. That again, we're at my uncle's. We're all, well, I mean, it's a nice house, isn't it? That's my old Capri. Fibbage, I used to call it. FBH 555Y. 1.6 twin cam. I upgraded to twin cam, that was it. The blue interior. Lovely car. I eventually smashed it up the back of a truck and wrote it off. I had about 7 Ford Capris in my time, which I really enjoyed. I enjoyed them all 7 of them. That's my dad looking like Michael Caine. Not a lot of people know that. And that's my grandma's house. So we're getting on a bit, aren't we now? Another of my dad's Volvos. He used to like the Volvos. He used to go Volvo. They're boxy, but they're good. What the shit? What are you doing, you little monkey? There's a little bird there. It wants in, doesn't it? It wants in, the little bird does. Bless you, sweetie. What are you doing there, though? What are you doing sitting there flapping about? Are you hungry? You're a fledgling, aren't you, sweetheart? Are you a fledgling? Mm-hmm. You can't come in here, though. I'm sorry. The place is full. There's no reservation, sweetie. You'll have to look up. Look, where's your mummy? Where's your mummy? You're a starling, aren't you? Bless you. Bless you. I will take some water out to you. No, you can't come in here, though. You're not allowed. I will take some water out to you very soon. Okay, I promise. And I'll take some food, and then we'll sort you out. I'm doing a video at the moment. Just bear with me, old sweetheart. That's me. I don't know what I'm trying to create there. I'm drinking. Look at that, alcohol. So, nah, that must have been my dad's pint, surely. This was a bloke caught a massive pike. It's so big he was wrestling it. It was like a shark. It was actually alive, and he was kind of trying to take a photograph, and the only photo he got was the one my dad got of it, which is this. And he actually sent a copy of it. And he caught this whopping great pike, and it was a monster. It really was a big one, as you can see. But he was trying to take a selfie of it in the days before they had selfies. That's me blowing my own horn. I used to do a lot of that, of course. And, well, there you go. That's the Exmoor, I think. Lovely. Anyway, this is really wrecking on, isn't it? That's my mum, who used to sleep in the lounge because she had a bad back, poor cow. And she's all right now, but in those days she was crippled with arthritis. So for some reason it got better. That's the Post House Hotel at Aviemore, where my dad used to take us. That's me fishing again. That's my dad thinking, oh God, what on earth have I got this stupid kid with me for? That's my dad standing up to attention in front of some door. That's my ugly mug again. I don't know what I was thinking there. Probably, why shouldn't I get my hair cut? Something like that. Anyway, there you go. That's it. I think we're wrapping it up. We're wrapping it up. That's the lot. Thanks ever so much for watching. I hope you find it of some interest and amusement. I hope that little bird's all right. I'll have to go out and feed it and water it now. All the very best wishes. Cheers.